Jeremy Fowler's position ranking series because the last part was published yesterday. A survey of execs, coaches, and scouts ranked the top 10 cornerbacks entering 2024. Now, Sauce Gardner checked in at number 3 overall, fresh off another All-Pro season with the Jets. Garnered a lot of respect from quarterbacks in his second season, 24 fewer targets than he did as a rookie. He did allow higher figures, though, in completion percentage and yards per target compared to that rookie season. Now, as part of the survey, one anonymous personnel evaluator called him, quote, one of the most overrated players in the league. You could call holding on him every play, close quote. Now, okay, he was called for 2 holding penalties last year. RC, is this mild sauce, spicy sauce, hot sauce?
Hey.
I mean, what do we think of this comment?
Hey, what we call this is cap sauce, because that's a lie. I mean, listen, when you think about Sauce Gardner, we've seen him play from every position, whether it's off man, press man. We've watched him in zone. And when you say you can call holding on a player every time, you can say the same thing for offensive linemen. He's a physical, long corner on the outside, and you've watched him in his first 2 years be absolutely dominant. It sounds like a little hate to me from some other, I guess, anonymous source, but when you think about Sauce Gardner and what he's been since being drafted 4th overall by the New York Jets, I believe he's exceeded expectations, which is really difficult. Here's the one thing, Hannah, he has to change to me to be considered, though, the elite of the elite. He has to get the football. Only 2 interceptions in the first 2 years.
Getting hot in here. RC's getting the full court press on me. I'm just trying to bring the ball up the court. But the thing about Sauce Gardner, I would say there's mostly love. Most evaluators say he's the top, or certainly in the top 3. They say at 6'3" with his size. Who can guard like him? Teams are essentially throwing away from his side of the field. But there's just a feeling that maybe some other corners around the league, like Patrick Surtain, Denzel Ward, a little more versatile. You can throw them in any scheme and they can get it done, where Sauce is maybe a little protected by the Jet scheme. And then Marlon Humphrey once called him out for holding publicly. So there is a little bit of that out there.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Hannah, if this person that says that Sauce Gardner is the most overrated player in the NFL, that might be the same person who thinks that Ryan Clark is the worst dressed person at ESPN.
That would not be a smart person.
No,
Honestly,
that's not a smart person.
That's correct, RC. That person, they can't hold a candle to your fashion, and so they're jealous.
like, put your name on
I'm
it.
saying, I got a blue tie on. This is the most boring thing of all time.
You look great.
It's okay. I mean, it's
fine.
decent.
We're going to deal with your wardrobe issues later. Your wardrobe self-esteem issues. All right.
I like you in blue.
Of the Seahawks made the Pro Bowl as a rookie, ranked 9th in this survey. The 5th overall pick was a playmaker right away, recording 12 pass breakups. That was tied for 3rd most among all players last season, most among rookies. What did this AFC scout anonymously say about Witherspoon? He said, Witherspoon is a baller. He's the most physical corner in the NFL, and he's hyper competitive. Okay, there we go. Somebody said something nice.
Positivity.
Yeah.
He's the only rookie from last season on the list. Do you like what you've seen from him?
I think he'll be joined by Christian Gonzalez from that 2023 draft class next year. But Gonzalez, of course, limited to just 4 games this past season. I love what I saw from Devin Witherspoon because on top of the physicality, you saw the versatility as well. This is not a big corner. If you walk past Devin Witherspoon, you're not going to be blown away by the size that he brings to the table. And yet, he can play on the perimeter. He can play on the inside as a slot corner. He'll set the tone for you in the running game as well. Now, we pay these guys to turn the football over via interceptions and PBUs, and he racked up plenty of those last year. But you ask a defensive coordinator the kind of corners they like the best, and they're the ones that they can count on to do the dirty work as well, on top of those elite coverage skills. I can't wait to see what year 2 looks like for Devin Witherspoon. An absolute home run by Seattle in the first round last year. Yeah. Some people were a little bit surprised he went as high as 5th overall to Seattle. That one worked out pretty darn well.
I would be shocked if he's not in the top 5 of my rankings next year. Team saw him as top 10, not quite top 5 yet. But him, you mentioned Gonzalez, Derek Stingley, all those guys are moving up in a big way.
And living up to all that history, that secondary there in Seattle.
As an avid Eagles fan, the excitement surrounding the 53-man roster projection for the upcoming season is palpable. The blend of veterans and new talent coming together during training camp is a testament to the team's strategic planning and depth. This roster, carefully pieced together by Jeffrey Knox, highlights the strengths and potential of the Philadelphia Eagles as they head into what promises to be an exhilarating season. Quarterbacks, 3. Jalen Hurts as QB1 is a given. His leadership, athleticism, and relentless drive make him the heart of this team. The decision to keep Kenny Pickett and Tanner McKee as backups is smart, ensuring depth and security at the quarterback position. Hurts' growth over the past seasons has been phenomenal, and having reliable backups is crucial for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. Running backs, 3. The inclusion of Saquon Barkley as the starter is a game-changer. His explosive playmaking ability and versatility can elevate the offense to new heights. Kenneth Gainwell and Will Shipley as reserves provide a solid mix of speed and power. The choice to go with 3 running backs allows for an extra roster spot, which is wisely allocated to strengthen other areas. Wide receivers, 6. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith as starters are a formidable duo, combining size, speed, and exceptional catching ability. Adding Paris Campbell adds another layer of speed and versatility. Britton Covey, Aeneas Smith, and Johnny Wilson as reserves bring a mix of youth and potential. Covey's potential use in the slot and special teams could be a hidden gem in Kellen Moore's offensive schemes. Tight ends, 3. Dallas Goedert remains a cornerstone of the tight end group, with his ability to stretch the field and block effectively. C.J. Uzomah and Grant Calcaterra provide reliable depth. Uzomah's experience and Calcaterra's potential make this unit one to watch. Sirianni's confidence in Calcaterra is encouraging, suggesting untapped potential. Offensive line, 10. The starting lineup of Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Tyler Steen, and Lane Johnson is rock solid. Their combination of strength, agility, and experience will be critical in protecting Hurts and opening lanes for the running game. The reserves, including Fred Johnson and Mekhi Becton, ensure that any injuries won't derail the offensive line's effectiveness. Edge rushers, 5. With Bryce Huff and Josh Sweat leading the charge, the edge rushers are poised to wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks. The depth provided by Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith, and Jalix Hunt is impressive. Graham's leadership and experience, combined with the young talent, make this unit a significant strength. Interior defensive linemen, 5. The combination of Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis in the middle is formidable. Their ability to disrupt the run game and pressure the quarterback is crucial. Milton Williams, Moro Ojomo, and Marlon Tuipilotu provide solid rotational options, ensuring the defensive line remains fresh and effective throughout games. Interior linebackers, 5. Devin White and Zach Bond as starters bring a blend of speed and tackling prowess. Nakobe Dean, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., and Oren Burks add depth and versatility. This group's ability to read plays and provide coverage will be vital in solidifying the defense.
Bom, pessoal, a CBV anuncia convocadas da seleção feminina de vôlei para as Olimpíadas. Bom, a Confederação Brasileira de Vôlei divulgou os 13 nomes, ao longo desta quinta-feira pelas redes sociais. O Brasil, ele conheceu a lista de convocados do vôlei feminino para as Olimpíadas. Nesta quinta-feira, a Confederação Brasileira de Vôlei, CBV, revelou aos poucos nas redes sociais os nomes selecionados pelo técnico, José Roberto Guimarães, por meio de personalidades famosas. Os 13 nomes anunciados são as ponteiras, que no caso são a Gabi, Ana Cristina, Júlia Bergaman e Rosa Maria, e a Libero Niemi, acho que assim que fala, Niemi, As opostas, Tainara e Lorene. As centrais serão a Carol, Thaísa e Diana. As levantadoras serão Macris e Roberta e Natinha, com 13 como a 30ª atleta, em casos de lesão. Gabi, ela é a jogadora que promete ser essencial para o Brasil nas Olimpíadas pela Liga das Nações Femininas. O último teste antes dos Jogos, né, a ponteira e capitão foi a terceira maior pontuadora da competição, com 249 pontos. Já a central, a Carol, se destacou como a maior bloqueadora do torneio. Niemi também foi bem, ocupando a segunda posição no ranking de defensoras, com 167 bolas salvas. Apesar do bom desempenho de algumas jogadoras, a seleção terminou em quarto lugar, fora do pódio. Aqui tem um vídeo, mas infelizmente, né, não pode mostrar. Mas enfim, o Brasil também vai contar com a experiência da bicampeã olímpica Thaísa, a central de 37 anos, né, que começou a Liga das Nações Femininas no banco, se recuperando de uma lesão no pé e em tratamento de dores no joelho. Ela estreou na competição só na segunda semana. Contra o Japão, no caso, né? Ainda assim, Thaísa mostrou que fez a diferença e foi decisiva no bloqueio e na liderança da equipe. Enfim, gente, desculpa eu ter um pouco gripada, mas enfim. Essa foi a notícia, espero que todos tenham gostado e entendido. Para mais notícias, continuam aqui nesse canal e até a próxima, gente!